RLC series circuit, our task is to find frequency characteristics for these two voltages, for coil voltage and also for capacitor voltage. So let me start with a general discussion. We have RLC circuit and different values of quality factor designated by this formula. So the greater is R, the smaller is Q. For large values of Q, for Q greater than 10, peaks for both waveforms, for capacitor and for coil waveform, is exactly at a resonant frequency. For Q less than 10 but greater than 0.7, we have these peaks at different frequencies. We may find algebraically these peak values using mathematics. We may find first derivative of this voltage, then setting this derivative to 0. We may find a value, a maximum value like we have here, which is designated obviously by the input voltage and by a quality factor for Q greater than 0.7, like we have here at the top left corner. For Q less or equal 0.7, we have no peak. We have no resonant peak at all, like we have here at the bottom right corner. Now we may proceed to calculations. Obviously, we may send our data to this formula to find Q, and then to these formulas to find peak values and frequencies at these peak values. Or we may apply PSpice simulation. At first, obviously, we have to check whether we have a peak value. Our Q for this data is 1, a resonant frequency, which means that we have peak values, and resonant frequency is 318 Hertz. Now we are simulating using PSpice schematics. This is a circuit diagram. Then we have to add two traces for capacitor voltage green and for coil voltage yellow. Then toggle cursor, find maximum value, and we have for capacitor the maximum value is 1155 and 225 Hertz. For coil obviously the same, maximum value 1155 and frequency is 450 Hertz. We may check whether at the resonant frequency a value of both voltages is the same, and it is a product of U and Q. U is 10, Q is 1, which means these values are the same, 10 volt, and it is exactly here 10 volt for the resonant frequency of 318 Hertz. Now let me repeat PSpice simulation. Okay, this circuit diagram stored in computer memory, simulation run. Okay, simulation completed. We may add traces of these two voltages. Add trace V at the node 3 is a capacitor voltage, and V between 2 and 3 is a coil voltage. If we are interested in finding peak values and maximum values, toggle cursor. Now we have the first green, which is a capacitor voltage. Okay, and we have found this value, and we may label this value. And now let me change to another trace, and we have found the maximum value for a coil voltage. We can label this value, and this completes simulation.